team? How we doing? Hey, newbies on the call. What's up, Brooke? Excuse my hood. I didn't do my hair, and I hate my face today because, you know, vacation and all. I intentionally logged in late, guys, by 4 minutes, so you could all be in queue because we have a huge, huge, huge team agenda tonight. So it's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. It's going to be full of content. It's going to be recorded. So if you need the replay, I will post it in our builder feed, and I will also send it to you directly. I will not post it in the public group setting. It has to be upon request, okay, guys? Because I don't want to share business stuff with people that aren't interested in business stuff. I want to keep the content kind of applicable to where you're at in your business growth. So first and foremost, friggin' Texas. Okay, guys, if you have not looked into the racecation opportunity, I don't care if you're a business builder, you need to be there because they will light your fire and really bring this community, this experience to life. And it doesn't just have to be something that I host or that Corinne hosts, guys. Coach Summit is a racecation, essentially, okay? It's a health-focused, business-focused opportunity. If you are not registered for Coach Summit, you need to get registered for Coach Summit. It is hosted in Indy. You have to get your ticket just like you would have to register to run a 5K in San Antonio. So yes, you have to invest in your learning, in your personal development, in your growth, but it is a huge business resource. So there's an event in Fit Focus 365 on Facebook with information on what Coach Summit is, how you can get your ticket, do your research. Yes, that sounds scary, especially for people like Brooke, Brooke, give a wave. Everybody meet Brooke. Wave, waves, there she is, brand new, okay? She's just processing her enrollment tonight. We also have Angie on the call. There she is. She lives in San Antonio. We did not get to meet, but we've been chatting on Instagram, and she is planning to enroll as part of tomorrow's flash sale, or we're going to talk tonight and get her hooked up because she has aspirations to not only work on her own health, but to join our amazing crew and work on building a business. And that's what this call is focused on, guys. So next week, on Monday, we are going to have the fun and frou-frou call about making our boot camps fun, helping people develop and set their goals, talking about themes and fun giveaways and all that stuff, right? This is going to be a 2-part call every single month. We're going to do this, okay? So it's going to help new coaches come on board. It's going to help everybody feel the flow and the momentum and work together. And if you don't like what you hear on this call, or you feel like you want to do something different, guys, this is just an option. You can decide to run your Beachbody business however you want. If you want to run something different, if you don't like the large group setting, if you feel like you want to work with just 2 or 3 of your own challengers, please do that. You do not have to do this, but this is the team initiative that we're trying for 2019 because for the last 4 years, Corinne and I have both tried to help coaches develop on our own, one-on-one, and kind of encourage them. And maybe some of you have experienced this too. Leave the nest, so to speak. Lead your own group of 2 or 3 challengers. And you guys are coming back to us saying it's really hard to, it's hard to keep the energy. Your challengers are quiet. You feel like it's not very motivational, or maybe you are only looking to help 1 or 2 people and you feel that that group is too small. So we have custom designed an entire 12-month plan for you, and this is what it's going to look like every month. So I spent today really focusing more on helping you guys get set up for success, and the rest of the month, once we go through this, is going to be really focused for me on me building my business, me recruiting new people while also helping you guys, but you're going to have everything laid out. So really, it's going to be up to you to take initiative, use the tools that we're providing. I have a full guide, like a Google Doc plan with a calendar of what you should be focusing on each week. Super, super helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through it. If you have questions, please unmute yourself. Don't put them in the chat box. I can't read that. I'll get super distracted. And this is totally a Q&A call. So don't feel like you can't interrupt me and say, hey, I have a question or something like that. But I'm going to share my screen with you guys so I can show you what I developed today. I have multiple things that I developed for us today. Let's see here. Okay. First thing we're going to talk about is your guide to success. Now, I did one of these last month, so if you were on this planning call last month, you would have seen something very similar. I just updated it to reflect for January, and I added some more resources to it. So as we go through month to month, we're going to be, tweaking things. I'm going to ask you guys to be patient. I'm going to be asking you guys to give me feedback on what's working for you in your business, what's helping you, and maybe what's not helping you be successful. But this is a Google Doc, and I will share it. What I want you to do, though, is at the end of this call, I want you to inbox me a request for this link. Okay? Don't forget, because that way you will be able to save it. However you're going to save it, it's not going to get lost in a group feed. You're not going to wonder where it is. You're going to ask me directly for it, and then that way you can just refer, save it in the file of your notes, because it's just going to be a link that you can open. So it's a builder guide. Okay, guys, it's just got like a little welcome letter, and the reason I did a little bit of a welcome letter is I want you to actually read it. It's going to take you 1 minute. I had Mark read it, so I know it's only going to take you a minute. I want you to understand what the team initiative is for 2019, so you know what you're committing to be a part of. The whole point is for us to share energy and grow together and also work together. So no more feeling like you have to run an entire group by yourself, come up with content all by yourself, create this magical motivation by yourself. This is a team force, okay? And the sticking point with that, though, is that when you're joining, if you're using the team resources, it's kind of like, remember when you get assigned like a group in school, and this just happened to Eli, he's in 7th grade, and he was assigned a group in home ec. And he wasn't there the day that they got to like pick their groups, so he just got like thrown into a group. So he had no say in who was on his team. And the 3 people already knew each other, so he was like the odd man out. And they kind of bossed him around, and they made him do all the grunt work, all the dishes, and they got to do all the fun stuff, and it wasn't a team dynamic. This is a team dynamic, and we're all going to have shared responsibilities and expectations. And if you're using the groups, everybody's just expected to do the same thing, okay? Be your own best challenger in a challenge group and work your business. If you're using team groups, but you're not showing up in the team groups to add motivation and support and encouragement, you will no longer be invited to share the team groups to build your business. I want to make it super clear that we're looking to work together. But it really, really, really does make it so much more fun and so easy to do once you get used to it. So this just has kind of the remind yourself of, okay, am I excited? Am I looking to, at this point today, start working my business, learning how to post? You may not be perfect at it yet, guys. That's okay. We're going to teach you, we're going to encourage you, but there is going to be a lot of self-learning that's involved with this team initiative too. So you're going to be doing some trainings on your own pace. Everybody's in a different starting point, but I want you to be reminded that the point is to help you, not to scare you away. But just make sure you read through that. But I really want to hit into the tools for recruiting. So today's call is all about how do I talk to people and how do I tell them what I'm doing and how can I do it really, really effectively with a busy schedule on limited time. Is there anybody here that's not interested in doing this way? Like, do you want to work harder? I didn't think so, but I would ask. So everybody that's on this call probably watched Corinne and I's 25-minute video about what we're doing. We're running team groups. They're going to be offered for 1 full year. We're going to do enrollment the first of every month so that everybody's on the same calendar and everybody's working together. If you didn't watch that video, it's right here for you, and it's going to stay in this guide so that every month, if we have new coaches coming on, they can, on their own time, get a really good understanding of what we're doing as a team. If you're not sure if you've seen it, click it. If it looks familiar, then don't watch it. Okay, don't waste your time. This is something that I developed today. So you know when you're like so overwhelmed and you feel like you can't do anything because you feel like you can't do everything. So you do nothing and you freeze, okay? This calendar is something that I created today to help everybody effectively know what you should be focused on each week in the month of December. If you like it, I'm going to do it again for you in January to help you build February. So we're going to look at this calendar breakdown so you guys have a really cool way to see how your business can flow. The first 2 weeks of the month, you're going to see those are orange, okay? I did that on purpose so you could really visually see. I'm a visual person. What should I be focusing on right now? Like, should I be inviting? Like, how do I invite? I feel like that would be icky if I just cold invited to people. This is going to help you take away that fear of the cold invite, because for this week from December 2nd and 8th and 9th through 15th, this is the time that you can be sharing all your excitement about what you're learning that you're going to be doing. Are you doing a Beachbody On Demand program? Are you doing the 2B Mindset? Are you doing the Transform 20? What are you currently doing? Just kind of like talking about what you're excited about in your newsfeed, sharing value, maybe offering a recipe in your newsfeed, showing a workout, you know, going onto other people's social media profiles and engaging on their posts. Just kind of make friends. You're just making friends, you're starting conversations, and you're inviting them to learn a little bit about what you're going to be doing. You know, if they're following you because you're posting your workout, if they click like or they comment on a recipe share, that's a warm invite. The minute they show any type of interest, that's your kind of opening opportunity to say, hey, I noticed that you followed along on that recipe that I shared today. I actually have like an online virtual nutrition workshop. It's super motivational and it really helps you better understand how to eat for your goals. Is that something that you'd be interested in learning about? Okay, that's what we're doing in the orange period. Are there any questions about the orange period? Okay, super simple to follow. The green period is my favorite. This is where we help people together as a team. So what I created, and you may have seen this in the past, is I created 2 Facebook informational groups for the whole entire team to use. If you don't want to use them, you don't have to, but it will really help you build momentum in your business. So I'm going to show you what they look like. One of them is almost finished, and one of them is just kind of like a rough copy right now because I need the team to fill it in with me. So if you're interested in using the group, you're going to help me fill it in, and that's what we're going to work on this week together, okay? This is an informational group on Facebook for you to be able to add people who have not yet committed, but are learning and want to know what a boot camp is, what the nutrition programs look like, how much it costs, what's expected of them once they're in a group. Like, what are we doing? But I don't want to have you guys have that conversation 100 times. So this group makes it super simple. When you get to a point in a conversation where you've said, hey, you know, I noticed you following along on all my fitness shares, or I noticed you following along on all my nutrition shares that I'm showing up in the newsfeed with every day. Is it something about, like, that you're interested in learning more about? Like, I would love to share with you why I love this program and how simple it is to follow and how it can help you, you know, reach your weight loss goals or whatever you guys are chatting about. Once you get to that point, you can actually add them into this Facebook group, and it's all laid out for them, so you don't have to have that same conversation. So this is the one that's focused specifically on the 2B Mindset program. If you are recruiting for Transform 20, you're not going to be adding people to the 2B Mindset program. So you've got to identify, like, who do I want to invite? What am I doing? What am I excited to share? Am I doing fitness? Do I want to recruit to help people work out? Or am I working on nutrition? So really, I'm going to just invite people to nutrition. That's what you guys get to decide. And then you can, I suggest, especially for new coaches, picking one focus. So this is a resource group. But what happens during Fluff Week is we change it from an informational group to an interactive, fear of missing out, build the momentum, build the excitement. We're going to take that green week, and whoever's using the Fluff group, the informational group, we're going to go in that group and we're going to start interacting with people that are in there learning. We're going to start to put questions of the day like, hey guys, What would you be excited to accomplish in January? And I will help you do that. So if you're a brand new coach and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what I would even ask. Like, I don't know how to get people excited. I'm gonna do it for you the first month, and I'm gonna help you create posts to do it so that every month it becomes a very fluid routine. So the green fluff week is getting people excited, getting people to pull the trigger and commit to their challenge pack so it has time to come to them in the mail so they can start on January 1st. So it's been delivered. So they've had time to watch their To Be Mindset videos. We're not setting people up for failure, guys. We want to set people up for success. The problem is people struggle to take action. They are either going to have a price objection, they're going to have a personal time shortage, whatever it is. We've got to talk to them in a way that's going to inspire them and get them excited to do this with us, knowing that they're not alone, knowing that they're going to get a full program. That's what Green Week is for. So instead of you having a conversation one-on-one with, say, we're going to say, Brooke or whoever, and feeling like, God, I wish she was excited as I was to see what we're doing. If we all go in and create that fluff together, it should trigger a lot better response from people who are hesitant, because they truly do see that it's not just Corinne leading a group. It's not just Diana leading a group. There's a whole team of people that are super excited to welcome them aboard and help them every single day, answer their questions, keep them motivated, share recipes, add that fitness into it if they want, okay? So that's Green Week. And then the Yellow Week is prep. So once they've committed, we want to make sure that they're really mentally plugged in and doing what they need to do to be successful. I will also be leading your prep week until we get the coaches up to speed, because you guys are all pretty new, right? I want to help you as much as I can. And we did prep week in the Facebook group this last week in Fit Focus 365. So if you're in there, you saw it. It was just 5 super simple posts. It's going to be the same exact 5 posts. So for people that are committed, you add them into the Fit Focused group so they can participate in prep week, and then you add them to the boot camp, and that's it. So everything is laid out. Does anybody have questions on how this calendar works? Or if you could unmute yourself, because I can't see all of you with my screen share. Do you like this? Do you feel like this is a good resource tool? I shared it with Sarah and Bridget Andrews today, and they loved it. They're on the Diamond Push thread, so they really are looking to build pretty quickly. But for newer coaches, like Diana, can you tell me, do these resources in this calendar, does this help you figure out like what you should be focusing on for the week in order to build your business?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It really gives me a guide.
Okay.
The day and week to week, yeah.
I know it's a lot of information, guys. Brooke, did you want to say something? You unmuted yourself.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that this is absolutely perfect.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
Because I feel like it's a lot of information and can easily make somebody feel overwhelmed. And I don't want that to happen, guys. I just want you to know that you have the live call to explain this. And then this is like your referring go-to guide. Click of a button, you can look up, what should I friggin' be doing today? Like, I feel lost. What should I be sharing? There's definitely a lot more that goes into coaching, okay? Like how to properly share your story and not be icky. That's training that you guys have to seek out on your own, using the back office, using YouTube, and using the Beachbody Champions page. We talk about it as a team in our messaging thread. It's a learning curve, guys. When you're realistically looking at this business, it's like a 6-month learning curve. But if you stick to the basics of being excited to commit for yourself, showing up in the newsfeed every day, and not just like, oh, I drank my shake, I did my workout. It's more like, you guys, my workout was it felt impossible, but I logged in, I did it, and I challenge you to do the same. What are you going to do today to improve your health? Question mark. Like, that's how you word your posts so that you're inspiring people to take action with you, not just watch you do it. Like, that doesn't help people. We want to help people do the things. So if for any reason, by the final day of Fluff Week, you're like flopped, like you thought you'd have 2 people commit or 3 people commit and nobody committed, they gave you excuses, whatever. I don't want you to feel like you can't keep working to grow your business. You can still add people to the informational group, guys. You can still, so I'm looking at December, and now this calendar will change again for January, but day after Christmas, guys, all those people that gave you their bullshit excuses are like over feeling like garbage, and they realize that January 1st is only a week away. There's really not that much of a difference by grabbing their challenge pack now or waiting a week. So, I'll teach you how to like throw out a flash enrollment sale or reach out to people, follow up and say, hey, you know what? I just really wanted to circle back. I know the energy that's going to come from our New Year's Revolution boot camp. I don't want you to miss it. If it's something you're still thinking about, I want you to know it's not too late to get plugged in. I'm doing a bonus enrollment, 48-hour opportunity for people that truly want to get plugged in for January. Do you feel like that's something that you can commit to at this time? So that's kind of like your extra push days, okay? And then I have on here for people that are helping us lead December goals and giveaways, or if you're in there, if you have a Rockstar client or you have a Rockstar challenger and you think, gosh, like they should be coaching with us. They've shown up every day. They lost 7 pounds. They're rocking it. They're loving it. I'm going to at least invite that person to take advantage of the coach's discount because they declined the first time. But I'm also going to see if they are interested in joining our next web call, like this one, to learn how they can simply just add people into our group. I think when we lead too much with like, this is how much you're going to earn, this is the rank, like it takes the fun out of helping people. We can learn the income together at your pace. I can teach you to build your business to a 6-figure business if that's your goal. But if you can't focus on the basics of doing your program, learning how to invite people to a challenge group, I'm wasting my time and yours teaching you about a commission structure that you're never going to be able to use because you can't talk to people. So we're really transitioning our team into a business growth development. And as you talk to people who are interested, then individually, I will help you maximize your income. Does anybody not like the sound of that? Okay, I'm just like, seriously, I want feedback. I don't like talking to myself. So that's what's in the Google Calendar. Now, again, this is all going to be accessible for you guys to refer back to. We're also going to have the team call tonight, obviously. We also have a team call next Monday. Guys, this is a great opportunity for you. If you have current challengers, they should be invited to this call. It's when we plan the next boot camp. It's when we talk about, hey, what are your goals for January? What Beachbody program are you going to commit to help you get there? We help them mentally become invested and emotionally invested, not only in their goals, but in our community. So it's going to help people stay committed. We don't want to just run 30-day groups and then have people put the 10 pounds back on. And that happens when people unplug from groups. So this is going to be an open fitness community call, and it'll help people whether they're doing the 2B mindset or they're doing Transform 20, doesn't matter. It's just a goal setting call, and they're going to get to share what they might want to see or what they might want to contribute to the January boot camp. So if you have somebody coming on, just like we did last month, I said, what are your superpowers? What can you add for us to help this group be successful? Something you're really great at. It's going to help people build their confidence, but it's also going to help our challenge groups really, really have that great dynamic energy that everybody wants to be a part of. Okay, so it's literally a win, 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 win. If you want to be on a builder messaging thread, we have one going. I love it. It is a daily reminder for you to do your shit and that you're not alone in the inviting process, in the learning process. If you're going to post a scary transformation and you're feeling nervous, you can share that with us in your messaging thread, and you can say like, guys, I can't pull the trigger. Somebody tell me to pull the trigger. Sometimes you need that encouragement from people who get it, from people who are doing it with you. So there's a builder messaging thread. It's optional. I encourage everybody to join it. And if it gets too busy, we can always turn it into a group. But for right now, I like the messaging thread. I like being reminded that every day I should be working a little bit at my business. So great opportunity to learn, and it's a great opportunity for new coaches to connect with other new coaches so you don't feel so isolated. There is also a diamond messaging thread that we started for people that have the desire to really make this a business opportunity where you're consistently earning, and earning is not defined by rank, but if you have a financial goal and you want to push for it, this is an optional messaging thread. It's much smaller and it's much more focused on helping you, place your coaches and stuff like that. Like really understand rank and like how to build depth and how to maximize your commission structure. But if you're not talking to people, you do not need to be on the diamond messaging thread. If you haven't helped your first person, you can't join the diamond messaging thread. You have to at least be helping people first. So that's just kind of like a progression for people that want it. There's always work on your own resources. And then coming up in January. So this is the component. So all this is going to stay the same, guys. This is going to be here every month. It's just going to be updated with like the different dates of the calendar. But now we're going to talk about what specifically is coming up in January. So you know today, when you leave this call, what you're going to be inviting to. So right now you have to decide, do I want to be part of and help lead a To-Be Mindset focused group without a focus on exercise? Or do I want to be part of a whole health boot camp where I'm helping people learn the portion containers or, solidify their To-Be Mindset habits and complete a fitness program? So those are the two choices. I would not suggest trying to lead both, okay? I can lead both because I've been doing this 4 years. If you're brand new, pick one so that your content and your excitement is all focused on one thing. You're laser focused. I'm doing this boot camp. This is what it's going to be offering. So the start date is always going to be the first of the month. It's always going to be hosted on the Tracker app. And we have the calendar to follow, so you can talk about how there is a cutoff for enrollment date guide. Create that fear of missing out in your news feed. Guys, it's enrollment week. Like, I'm so pumped. If you are not in my free informational group, you have to get in there to see what we're doing. You're going to see like what we eat every day and how we actually stream our workouts. You're going to get a feel for what it's going to be like in January. You've got to get in this free informational group. You hear how easy that is to say. So this is just a reference guide of what's required for you as a leading coach to be able to add people. It has an explanation of those recruiting groups, those fluffer groups, and a link to join it. And so you just have to decide which one you want to join, which one you want to be a part of. The last thing I want to just remind you guys is Corinne and I are leading the Facebook group Fit Focus 365. You have zero responsibility in that group and you can use it to build your business, okay? Corinne and I will really manage the posting in there to effectively help everybody in there who is not in a boot camp still be focused and committed on their goals. We want to support everybody. If you would rather run a small customer group by yourself, please feel free to do that. But this is just what we're doing for that. And then at the end of this guide, so especially helpful for like Brooke, you're brand new and you're like, oh my God, like I don't even know how to reach out to somebody. This is just a very basic how to invite, a very, very basic tip for getting engagement, starting conversations. But guys, it's really about doing, learning from your failures, and tweaking so that you can change it to be more successful the next time you do it. You're gonna fail every day. I fail every day. I put out shitty posts a lot, and then I'm like, oh, I should have said it differently or whatever. You learn from it, okay? We always want to help people, even if they don't want to challenge pack, guys. If you have somebody that wants to do clean week, you have somebody that just wants to order Beachbody on demand and they're not doing a nutritional supplement with it, guys, you want to help them. So always say yes to helping people. It's just about helping them find the solution they're looking for that's right for their goals, and being really confident that the nutritional line that we offer makes a huge difference in their results. Okay, and if you've not gone through a program yourself yet, that's always your first step. Committing to a program, getting really, really awesome transformation results, and then better helping people. Now, the one thing I want to show you guys that I added to our fluffer group, so to speak, is the levels of commitment. So if you are going to be recruiting for, say, Transform 20 or the 21-day fix or whatever you're going to, and if you need help deciding what you're going to recruit for, I want you to inbox me so I can help you one-on-one, okay? Because you might not be sure. You might be completely like, I don't know which one, so I'll help you with that. But the Transform 20 guys, I talked about, so this is what I learned to do. In the informational groups, the first thing we want to focus on is not Beachbody. It's our community. It's what we offer that other coaches don't. It's what we offer that going on to beachbodyondemand.com and ordering by yourself, you're not going to get, okay? We're going to focus. So this was a video that I clipped from Texas. This totally represents our team. Having a cheering squad of people who are in it with you, and when they're not doing it, they're still going to stand there and cheer you on. That's what we're about. Okay, so that's kind of like the first spotlight in the group instead of the generic YouTube video of what Beachbody offers. No, we are a level up community. We're an elite team. Like, this is what we offer, and this is what we want you to be a part of. We don't want you to be a part of Autumn Calabrese's promotional video. We want you to be standing in Texas with us or wherever virtually. We want you to be a part of us. So that's the power of leading with community. That's how I have this group set up, is to lead with community. And then I have, if you're going to be recruiting, I'm going to teach you how to do a little intro post. So when you add people, they see like you as a leading coach, but they also see other transformation stories and helping coaches. So they can see that they're not just going to learn from one coach. They're going to be able to connect with a 50-year-old woman that has 30 pounds to lose. And that's who they are. You know, that's who you might draw in one day. And that's, they're going to see that we're a very diverse team. And then in unit 3, I just laid out, like, this is where I got into the generic, like, okay, this is what we do. This is how much it is. This is a little bit more about Shakeology. This is a little bit more about the performance line, so that they can pick what they want. They can pick their package. And then I still have to just add a quick, like, a little, oh, no, I did it already. I explained what the boot camps were and where they were hosted, and then the Facebook community, and I let them know they can pick. This is the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and this is super important, and this is what I want your feedback. So in the past, I have always had the Facebook group for non-challenge packs, and I've had boot camps for people that are all in with either Shakeology or the Performance Stack bundle. Going forward, I am going to be changing my business, and I want to see what you guys think about it, because I'm doing it. You can choose to do it however you want. Going forward, anybody that commits to me as their coach, whether they purchase a challenge pack, or they just get the Beachbody On Demand membership, or they just get the Tubing Mindset, I'm going to give them a 30-day boot camp as just part of signing up with me. I want to show them what a boot camp feels like. I want them to be exposed to all the different opportunities for nutritional support that a boot camp shares organically and authentically, instead of me saying, dude, this is why I drink Shakeology. They're going to see a whole bunch of people drinking Shakeology or using Energize, and they're going to see that it really does actually make a difference. And I'm not full of shit, and I'm not just trying to sell them something. I'm trying to get them the best results. So I would like to change my business structure to offer the first 30 days as whenever your first 30 is. So whenever the next first of the month is, you're going to have the opportunity to tag into a boot camp. And if you want to continue after that, it's going to be a VIP membership for anybody that's on a home direct order, whether that's, you know, Shakeology or they're incorporating the performance line. And so that way, I really feel like I'm giving people my 100%. I want you guys to feel confident in our team. I want you to feel confident that you really are learning to lead with service, not selling, and that we have a badass group of people waiting to help them be successful. And it's just about finding the people that want that support and that vibe with us. You're going to come across people that truly don't vibe with us. They're going to hate our challenge groups. They're going to think it's whatever, silly or not help. Those aren't our people. We're not going to be able to help the world, but we are going to be able to help a lot of people. So that's my initiative. And in January, anybody that is in the Fit Focused 365 group, I don't care if they have DVDs, I don't care what they have. Every single person is going to be invited to join the January boot camp to be able to experience it and kickstart their year. And if they want to keep going with it in February, then they can decide if they want to do the HD Home Direct VIP membership or they don't. It's totally up to them. But that way, I feel like we're covering all of our bases. Does anybody not understand? I mean, I'm sure there's brand new coaches are going to have a million questions, and we're going to have a one-on-one follow-up call. So I don't want you to feel like, ah. But for my existing coaches, like Tracy, Sarah, Ilona, TJ, what's up, buddy? You're on our training call. I miss your face. Everybody fell in love with TJ. That's Ilona's husband. They're in Texas, by the way, still. This business is what you make of it. If you want to be successful, you will take a call on your vacation. That's how it works. If you check out every single time that life gets busy or something comes up, you will not build a business. You will have a hobby. And it'll pay you like a hobby. So just have realistic expectations. But Sarah, what do you think of the new initiative, especially with the transition of first 30 days boot camp, you're going to get that?
Am I unmuted? I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's fabulous. And I think that it gives people the opportunity to test drive something that can be really scary to jump into without fully understanding. So I took a chance with you and I just said, screw it. I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to jump in. I'm going to see what happens. And what sold me and what kept me and what has me still here is the community. So being able to lead with the community and show people that and then say, okay, so now you're hooked. Here's the cost. Now you understand that it's worth it and that it's really not that much. So you're overcoming all the objections with a really simple way of just growing our community. I think it's fabulous. I love it.
And you can't be scared to say there's a cost attached, guys. They're getting an entire virtual gym. If I were to go and get a membership at my local gym and I wanted a guided class like Body Attack or whatever, it's $20 a month and I don't get any nutritional support and I have to physically go to the gym and they don't call me to see how I'm doing. They don't check in to see how my kids are feeling when they're sick. Like, it is a huge value for people and it's a killer plan. Registered dietitians, writing your nutrition plans, a cooking show, like recipe blogs. The membership has value without us. We're just taking it to a whole new level by really, really building a strong community. So you've got to be confident in leading with the value of the products themselves, right? Because we are not just running a free fitness group where everybody's doing whatever they want. This is a beach body crew. So even if you do CrossFit on the side or you're running, clearly we're runners, but a majority of our content and how people are getting results is using the nutrition that Beachbody offers and following the workout programs that Beachbody offers. So be really, really clear and confident with that. But I think this is really going to help us find tremendous success. So inbox me if you want that guide and if you want to set up a one-on-one call to figure out, okay, which group now should I use? What should I invite to? And how do I get started with that? Okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for being on the call. And if you have questions, you can just inbox me and I can layer them into the next call. Okay? All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.